Hello, welcome to my video. My name's Kate and I'm going to demonstrate a quick video on how to use resistance bands to do a 10-minute workout. I started working out in lockdown back in March and now we're in January, and I've seen a big improvement in my general fitness and health since I've been using resistance bands and hand weights to work out with. So I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration. If you haven't come across a resistance band before, they're widely available. They're made of material, or some of them are made of like a rubbery material, and you use them mainly around to work the lower body. So I just need to adjust this. So they're used to work this area, so they're very good for working your glutes and your thighs and your hip area to get it firmer. So if you, for example, you can do a squat like that. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick workout. So let's do some, if you've got a resistance band there, just do some squats. If you haven't got a resistance band, you can just do a squat. I have not worked out for a long time. I used to work out a lot when I was younger. I'm now 57, but when I had children, I stopped going to the gym, stopped working out, and the only exercise I got was running around after my children and my dogs. I rejoined the gym about 2 years ago and started going, but I had to take it very gently to begin with, as I've had knee problems in the past I used to do a lot of cycling, and so I have some wear and tear in my knees, and you might hear them occasionally making a bit of noise. Okay, so we've just done some squats to warm up the glute area and the legs. Okay, another exercise you can do with this sort of resistance band. This is quite a light resistance band I'm using. You can get heavier ones, but I'm starting off with a light one, because if you haven't exercised before, you don't want to overdo it and end up injuring yourself. So another exercise you can do is just raising the leg to that side. If that's too hard, because that does put quite a lot of strain on your knees and your glutes. Okay, you can do it. You can do a similar exercise seated. Okay, so you can just do that movement, and that's just working the outer hip area. Okay, so just do about 12 of those. So if you aim to do 12 of each exercises and then stop and then do a different exercise, work a different muscle group. Okay. So another exercise we can do with the band is you can do exercises on the floor. So I'm just going to go on the floor to demonstrate these. I hope you'll still be able to see me. So I've got a mat here. Just as a Pilates mat. I used to go to Pilates regularly before lockdown. So another good exercise you can do is a glute bridge. So to do a glute bridge, it's a Pilates exercise. You just bring your feet in close to your bottom, and then you just elevate, squeeze the glutes, and lower again. Elevate and lower. So when you elevate, you need to make sure that you squeeze your buttock muscles together. This should be quite easy to do. The band just gives it a little bit of extra resistance. So I'm just going to do about 10 or 12 of these. If you find it too hard, stop. Main thing is to build it up gradually. Okay, another good exercise to do, a progression really, is what they call a frog pump. There's the postman, the dog's all going to bark now. So frog pump, put your feet together like this and just do this. So gradually take your legs slowly in and out. But if you've got knee issues or ankle issues, this might be too difficult. You've just got to listen to your body. It works a similar group of muscles, but in a slightly different way. It works the sort of outer thigh and the hips. Okay, so now we've got quite a nice little circuit going. So we're going to go back to the glutes. So we've done 4 different exercises, all working the sort of buttocks and the hip area. Okay, so we're going to do another 10 of these, or 12, 2. Make sure when you're doing your squat, the action is as if you're sitting down into a chair. If you haven't done this before, you could just start by getting up and down out of a chair. So you could start with a chair behind you. And just lower your bottom as if towards the chair, like that. But your bottom doesn't have to actually touch the chair. because my knees have been quite bad, I can't actually get very far down in my squats. And when I used to go to the gym, I did used to often feel quite inadequate because other people could get so much lower than me in their squat. But this is about as far as I can get. The other thing that's important is to sort of keep the back in a good position. Avoid hunching over. So keep your back nice and good position like that. And try and keep the knees over the ankles. You can see my knees were going forward a bit then. Okay, I think that's enough of those. Okay, so the next ones we're going to do are the abduction. So just feet together and then just out. The band just makes it work a little bit harder. If you want to progress that, you could put a stronger band on. Okay, that's enough of those. So we'll go back to the glute bridges. So aim to do another 10 to 12 of these if we can. And make sure when you go into the bridge that you're clenching your buttocks, because you really want to work, you want your glutes to be really doing most of the work. Because sometimes what we do is our glute muscles, our buttock muscles get lazy and they let other muscles take over. I know that's an issue I have. I've got very, very strong quads from a lot of walking and cycling, and my quads want to take over. But I want to train my glutes to be more stronger. Okay, I think that's enough of those. Oh, we've forgotten the frog pumps. If you find the frog pump too difficult, just take alternate legs out like that, just a little bit. Okay, so that's a lower level you can do. Much, much gentler on the knees and the ankles. Or you can do it without the band. If you want a really nice one, that's a lovely relaxing one. Just take them out a little bit and then bring them in. While you're doing this, keep your arms by your sides and make sure your tummy muscles are pulled in. Okay, I'm going to come up. Okay, how long have we been going for? Because I've got a timer set. Okay, we've done just under 8 minutes, okay? Working our glute and our hip area. Okay, I think that's probably enough for now. I think we could just do a few stretches now. So a good glute stretch that I learned from watching Joe Wicks is this one. Nice gentle one. If you can don't worry if you can't get your knee up completely, just do it like that. You don't have to be able to touch your foot. And just sit down a little bit into it each time. And that just sort of stretches the muscle out a little bit. Another nice one I learnt from Joe Wicks, watching him in the lockdown, was this one. Just gives the hamstrings a little stretch. Another way to stretch the hamstrings is just to do this. If you can take it further down, touch the foot. But if not, that's absolutely fine. Just doing that gives them a stretch. Make sure to stretch both sides. Whenever you exercise, it's very important to work both sides. Okay, another way of doing that exercise, if you've got something to hold on to, it's like a ballerina warm-up. Just do that one. Okay, and then turn around, do the other side. Aim to do about 6 on each side. I quite often do more because I particularly like these exercises. Okay, another nice way to stretch your glute. If you lie down and do this, this is a very nice relaxing glute stretch. Very popular with Pilates teachers. And then do the other side. Just hold the stretch. You should be able to feel it in this area. Okay, if you find that too difficult, then just stick with the nice simple, that one. Just gives it a little stretch. Okay, there's my timer going off. That means I've worked for 10 minutes. I was just taking a little break. You don't need to wear any special outfit to exercise in. I'm just literally exercising in my normal clothes. And when I get dressed, I'll just pop a skirt over here. I don't have any special exercise gear for working out at home, although I do usually wear a sports bra if I'm likely to be doing anything which would involve too much bounce. Although that exercise today didn't. I do also warm up at the beginning of the exercise, which I had done before I started videoing. So on the next video I'll show you a nice warm up. Okay, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Any questions, please ask them in comments. This is just my personal exercise journey. I'm not a personal trainer. I've been working out using YouTube videos and also an app that my daughter had on her phone that I used in the first lockdown, but I did find a lot of the exercises were too difficult for me and I had to adapt them. So I've been adapting them to bring them down to a much lower level that I can manage, and gradually I'm finding that I can increase my ability to do a lot of the exercises, and I have noticed a big increase in my fitness since I've been doing it and my muscle tone. Thanks for watching. Bye.